In a week when the 5 most popular picks for captain all failed to find the net, you knew the mood among the FPL community was about to darken. So it was in GW10, as those rare success stories kept a low profile, as others compared precisely where on the scale of awful they resided. Anybody on Twitter with a good GW so far will either be excommunicated from FPL Twitter or burned as a witch. Peter Blake at mathsafe_FPL October 28, 2017. It all began before the deadline with the bombshell that Harry Kane, top 12.6, had picked up a knock and would be unavailable to face United. Soon, his millions of FPL owners found themselves going through the various stages of grief. Anger and depression were a given. Denial soon followed as desperate speculation of Pochettino mind games surfaced. It was at the all-important bargaining stage where the real damage was done though, as thousands took a 4-hit to bring in some less than stellar replacements. Then, as they watched Kane line out against Real Madrid on Wednesday, the cycle of misery was complete. Kane on a positive NTI of approximately 102k now after approximately 164k transfers in. Wonder how many sold him and bought him back in the same GW Tears of Joy FPL, who got the assist to WGTA_FPL November 2, 2017. Another 115,000 managers who also couldn't bear to bench the Spurs man for a week saw an opportunity to use the free hit chip again, with mixed results. Without doing the free hit or even making any transfers, 66 PTs with the free hit, 46 PTS disastrous fearful face loudly crying FPL GW10, the mad one at Mad October 30, 2017 FPL Comedy of the Week. I swapped Jones 9 PTS and Maguire 6 PTS for Yoshida 0 PTS and Otamendi 0 PTS using my free hit Tears of Joy FPL, council_pop at Matt_MGD October 29, 2017. So as we prepare ourselves for more punishment in the form of Game Week 11, perhaps it's worth looking at a few players who could yet provide us with a little bit of much-needed zen in this, the most maddening of FPL seasons. Looking for the study eddies by now, most of us will have had to listen to a mini-league rival wax lyrical about how great they've felt since buying Pascal Gross BRI 5.8, as they cheerfully speculate as to why more managers haven't done the same. Non-owners shouldn't feel too bad about the lack of faith. The German even benched himself for his GW4 brace against West Brom, but now that helps returned an assist for 3 games in a row, playing behind a striker in a 4,411 formation. The man who created most chances in Bundesliga last season is becoming hard to ignore. There have been precious few predictable outcomes this season, but a Man United clean sheet has been one of them, and the unlikely star of the show has been Phil Jones. 5.3. Phil Jones £5.3 million and 58 PTS, yet only 11% ownership. 8 clean sheets out of 10 games. His ownership should be 30% for the price. FPLpick.twitter.com CO2GTRL Elstato at FPL_Elstato October 29, 2017. Jose Mourinho has rested Jones ahead of Premier League games, and although he may not make every match in the busy Christmas schedule, his price alone is reason enough to invest. Alternatively, those looking for the ultimate in bankable sources of FPL points need look no further than David De Gea. 5.7. Often disregarded as a position to save money, particularly this season, with Julian Speroni Cry 4.0 and Rob Elliott New 4.2 emerging as cut price enablers. The Man United stopper has surprised many by quietly becoming the 4th highest scorer in FPL. When you're keeping this many clean sheets, who needs save points for those short on cash? Nick Pope BUR 4.5 has earned an FPL point for every 15 minutes on the pitch, just one behind the Man United stoppers 14. Scout Pope with a 3rd clean sheet in 6 starts. He has 31 saves in that run, with 7 save PTS 6 bonus points, more than any other goalkeeper. Pick.twitter.com for Hurst Mike 1Y4 FPL at official FPL October 30, 2017. Up front, Tammy Abraham SWA 5.9 has emerged as the value pick for those desperate to get off the expensive striker merry-go-round. His price makes him just about droppable for the tougher fixtures, and although Swansea don't score much, his 71% goal involvement means he'll usually be there for you when they do. If only we could say the same for players from a certain other team at the opposite end of the table. The Man City side show rumbles on the new Premier League game show from Fantasy Pool. It's a new game week, so you know what that means. Time for a brand new obvious, standout, can't possibly fail choice in the Man City attack. Step right up, Leroy Sané MCI 8.7. His lack of minutes until GW6 saw him dismissed as a bit part player. He soon graduated to rotation risk, but having started 8 of his last 9 matches in all competitions, his status is being reassessed once again. Sané in 5 of the last 7 game weeks, 0.13 PTS 16 PTS 10 PTS 12 PTS 12 PTS Fire Collision FPL, Fans, Bants Rants at Orange ED. FPL October 28, 2017. Not only is he starting regularly, in the last 5 game weeks he has actually played more minutes, 443, than nailed, and teammates like David Silva 435 and even Kevin De Bruyne 414. But before we start getting overexcited about yet another City player, there is something to consider. It's never easy, is it? Sané has tended not to play much in games where both Jesus and Aguero started earlier on in the season. In any other team, he would be considered undroppable, but bitter experience has taught us that we can't presume anything when it comes to Man City this season. Nope. 2 weeks in a row now I've bought the most transferred in. Both weeks it was a City player who scored 0. The curse is real. FFU at fraud. October 29, 2017. It was Gabriel Jesus who made way against Napoli in midweek, but with Aguero fit and firing again, Sané could yet lose out, or be shoehorned back into his previous wing-back role in place of doing a job utility man Fabian Delph. Comparison courtesy of fantasyfootballscout.co.uk. You have been warned. Quick tip: FPL managers should keenly monitor the first few team selections from a club's new manager, and the arrival of Claude Puel at Leicester has produced a player who should now be top of every FPL watchlist. A £4.3 million defender, with 0.3% ownership, playing in midfield is the stuff FPL dreams are made of, and that's what we could be looking at in the form of Ben Chilwell. It will be a 4,231 today, with Chilwell and Gray flanking Mahrez in behind Vardy. LCFC new era, new formation, and Puel will go with youth. Rob Tanner at Robert Nemerk. October 29, 2017. Security of starts is crucial in the current environment, but if he manages to shake off a knee injury and keep his place, HES an automatic pick as Puel looks to tighten the Foxes' defense. With the form and game time of so many big-name players in flux, it's not an easy task to recommend a port in the storm these days. Harry Kane would be the obvious choice if there wasn't a slight doubt about his minutes in GW11, so this week it's Mo Salah Live 9.2 who gets the nod. The Egyptian may have lost penalty duties, but he remains a potent threat for a Liverpool side who face an already brittle West Ham defence decimated by injuries this week. With Barham also potentially injured, here are the West Ham defenders by minutes played. Salah captain. Anyone smirk soccer ball. FPLpick.twitter.com 3CP3 FPL champion soccer ball at champion November 2, 2017. He's also been given the international break off by already qualified Egypt, so he should be fresh for Liverpool's enviable run of upcoming fixtures. We all like to look like an FPL genius by making at least one left field move in a season, and with little more than 15,000 transfers, and this week, Wilfried Zaha cry 6.8 certainly fits the bill. A trip to Tottenham may not seem like the ideal time to draft him in because it's not, but Spurs have so far failed to raise the game against the lesser teams at Wembley, and injuries to Lloris and Alderweireld could see them more vulnerable than usual at the back. Most shots in GW10 Comet Zaha 6 Eagle Grey 5 Honeybee Fabregas 4 Lion Face KDB 4 Passenger Ship Zaha leading CPL season recovery Eagle FPL placepick.twitter.com Odden 5 for Boy 3 Yahoo Daily Fantasy at Yahoo Fantasy UK. October 30, 2017. If he does produce the goods on Sunday, you can sit back and take the plaudits as your rivals clamour to beat his price rise ahead of Palace's plum ties against Everton and Stoke at Selhurst Park. Zaha firmly on my watch list. Ispic.twitter.com 9 ood 5 mn 5 fd iat.fpl_iat October 28, 2017. Goodbye. Having failed to complete 90 minutes since his GW1 debut, patience among Alexandre Lacazette's Ars 10.4 FPL owners has now been stretched to breaking point. With Man City and Spurs up next, it's simply money best spent elsewhere. Top of the league, it seems as if Damir Tene and his Lallana landside can do no wrong. The masterstroke of captaining Eden Hazard helped him climb to second in the world rankings. Elsewhere in the official Irish Examiner League, join code 150,3,520,394. Connor White and his Bayern Leverkusen side could yet challenge the runaway leader. An impressive 71 points saw him jump to second place.